Dan Deming of KKM Financial is here to start off our trading day. Hi there, Dan.
Hi, Angie.
So I know that you have been trying to put some money into the market for your clients. A tough time as the market just keeps climbing higher.
This is true. Yeah, it has been a little bit difficult to try to, just full-fledged dive into this market. I guess maybe I'm thinking too much hard about it. But, when you see the markets continuing to push to new highs, you think at some point there might be at least a little bit of a hesitation where you have an opportunity to possibly get in at better levels. But that certainly has not been the case so far the first 2 weeks of this year as we continue to see this market push higher. And I think that's part of the theme is that there is a lot of money to be put to work. So, you just got to kind of bite the bullet and go for it.
Conventional wisdom is you don't want to buy stocks high, you want to buy stocks low. But at some point.
But I mean, when you have momentum markets like this, it is something that it's a challenge. It's a challenge for investors of all kinds, not retail investors all the way to institutional investors.
Sure.
Because you are constantly trying to evaluate, the market is this a level that I feel comfortable getting in, and that's consistently been the case this year.
All right, we have the Dow just getting closer here to 26,000.
Yeah.
What do you think sparked this latest run? Was it the retail numbers coming in solid for the holiday season or something more?
I think it's a confluence of things, Angie, and I think it's a combination of the tax code continuing to, I think, support this market. We're seeing economic activity continue to push higher. We're seeing a lot of those numbers coming in stronger than expected. No major inflation fear right now, so even though we're seeing rates go up a little bit, we're seeing the 10-year now pushing that 255, 260 level, which is the high in the range for 2017. Still not too significant to a point where I think you're seeing a lot of equity investors really too concerned about that, so therefore they feel that they can get better return in the market than they can get in the bond market, and that's driving demand into the equity markets.
Taking a look at the NASDAQ, Facebook weighed heavily on the NASDAQ last week because of its change of its news
Exactly,
feed.
yeah.
But will that bounce back?
Well, probably. I mean, the momentum is there, and you're seeing other names pick up the slack, so, yeah, you're going to have those one-off events, Angie, and ultimately we have not seen it reach a point where it's had too much of a distraction on the market. And we got a lot of earnings this week that are going to continue to flow in from the banks and also some of the other names outside of the banking sector. We got a healthcare UNH coming out, and we've got oil Schlumberger coming out at the end of the week. So you're getting some other names coming into the fold here this week outside of the banking sector that could influence the market for sure.
Thanks for coming on the show. Have a good week.
All right, thanks for having me.